Advocates for an amendment to the Kentucky Constitution will be at this weekend's Fancy Farm Picnic. Bill Hughes reports.
Ashley Christensen, state director for Marcys Law, said their goal is to make sure voters know about the amendment and what it will do. Marcys Law is named for a California woman who was killed by her ex-boyfriend stalker in 1983, and it's a nationwide movement for a victim's Bill of Rights in each state. All but 16 states have these amendments in place, creating a criminal justice system that recognizes the victim as an equal.
Some really common sense rights that people probably already think that victims have, like victims having notice of court proceedings, the right to be in the courtroom, the right to restitution. Those are just some examples of the rights that we're talking about.
Currently, some of the rights included in the amendment are part of state law, but because they aren't in the Constitution, they aren't enforceable. Christensen said those who are accused or convicted of a crime have protections for their constitutional rights, and they should. But Marcys Law would provide a stronger set of protections for those who are victimized. She's heard from victims who weren't notified of bail or parole hearings for the perpetrator, so they couldn't speak on their own behalf. In one case, a man was released, went back to the victim's home, and assaulted her. She said her team has been working to get the bill passed for 3 years, and Senator Whitney Westerfield of Hopkinsville was the bill's sponsor this year. Opponents of the bill in the legislature included the ACLU, which argued that officials should solve problems with victim notification instead of putting an amendment on the ballot. One legislator responded by saying the voters get to decide in November, but the ACLU can campaign against the amendment all they want until then. As for Fancy Farm, Christensen said she's excited to be at the picnic again this year.
We're going to be having a booth and be walking around giving information to everyone and just be there educating voters and making sure that people are aware of what Marcys Law is and that they'll see it on the ballot in November.
I'm Bill Hughes.